If you keep doing what you are doing, then you will wake up one day when you are 35, still working the same dead-end job you had when you were 25, living in a tiny apartment, constrained by money, having no choice in life. Then you'll wake up when you are 65, your body becomes old, your mind becomes slow. You realize that you had none of your dreams achieved, tons of regrets. Feels like you've missed out on life. Ordinary people always stay up late because they don't have the courage to end a day of futility, worthlessness, and meaninglessness. And they don't want to wake up in the morning because they don't have the courage to start a new day and chase dreams. You know, you want to be like, I want to live my life in such a way that when I get out of bed in the morning, the devil says, ah shit, he's up. Those with very charming male personalities have some characteristics in common. They have clear goals, highly focused on their things, and always know what kind of person they want to be. And they will never call themselves a loser. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Frederick Smith, they already knew what they wanted from a very young age, and then they worked hard for their goal. They'll rely on the guidance of their passions and eventually made big achievements. Warren Buffett said, I advise students, as much as possible, look for the job you would take if you didn't need a job. Don't say I'm just marking time to be older. That's like saving up sex for your old age. There are two most important days in life. One is the day you are born, and the other is the day you find out why you were born. If food and clothing are guaranteed when you are young, don't overthink the material rewards while doing things. Don't see that since people around you are working, making money, buying a car, buying a house, and having children, so you should do the same. I hope you avoid getting on the road of pursuing materials under popular consumerism today. You can't escape the fate of running on the hamster wheel once you get on it. You will work your entire life, never finding out the thing you truly love. Only woke up when the burden of family and the mortgage has fallen on you. You need to set aside time for yourself to discover and understand what kind of life you want, how much effort you are willing to make for the life you want, and what you have to do to live your life the way you want. You have to think it out clearly, whether the things you want is truly what you want, or there are things others tell you that this is what you should want. Your parents told you to get a safe, reliable job. Your peers told you to get flashy sports cars. Your girlfriend told you to get some fancy clothes. Ask yourself, what are the things that are truly important to you? If you pay attention, the truly wealthy people in the world no longer need external things to signal who they are. The majority of them live a rather frugal life because they don't have the need to prove their worth to others. They've jumped off the hamster wheel and dedicated their limited time and the willpower on things that matters to them the most. Society tells you how you should live your life, and only when you buy this, then you'll be happy. Don't fall for that. Follow your dreams. Follow what deeply made you tick. For me, I want to travel to all the places in the world before I turn 35. Follow the call from your heart and live for yourself every moment. You only live once. You said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. I want you to make a commitment to yourself that you will never settle for less than the life you deserve, and that you will do whatever it takes to get the life you want. Most people will say, I have no choice. I don't want to get married this early, but my parents forced me. I have no choice. I don't like this company, but I don't know what else I can do. I have no choice. I have kids to raise, so I have no choice. Is that the truth? In my eyes, they are all excuses. You do have choices, and you've already chosen them. You chose between submission to your parents over personal freedom. You chose between staying in your comfort zone with ease over fighting challenges of starting a new career. You chose to drink, play poker, and watch TV over study after work and call it distressing from your day of work. You chose to have and raise a kid instead of working on yourself first. You see, you didn't perform any action doesn't mean you didn't make a choice. Not choosing is also a choice, and not moving is also a move. Personally, I would rather fail at something I love than be successful at something I hate. Remember, even being hated for being yourself is better than distorting yourself to be liked. Passion is the thing you are called to do. It isn't something you choose, it chooses you. One way to discern whether this is your true passion or not is whether you're happy with doing this thing itself, or you're doing it in order to let others know that you did it. If there is something you cannot mention it to anyone after you did it, no one will ever know about it. and you will still do it without hesitation. In my case, yes, I will still travel the world regardless so. Then that can actually be called what you truly wanted. Otherwise, you are doing it just to satisfy other people's opinions and live in other people's approvals. Most people do not know what they really want. They all live on vanity and comparison. I don't want to climb the ladders in the office. I don't want to spend money on trendy clothes. I don't want to buy new cars. I don't want to get married. I don't want to buy all those things and try to impress those people I don't care about. And that is completely fine. It's up to you to decide life in which direction is the real success for you, instead of the success that everyone generally deems. As long as you're doing things you love, then you could never be wrong. One day, I will proudly say that I am now living the life I want to live, not the life that others want me to live. Some people say you should write 10 ideas every morning. Some people say you should keep desks clean. Some people say you should use the 4-quadrant work rule. Some people say you should exercise in the morning. Some people say you should use the tomato working method. Just look at the book Tools by Titan by Tim Ferriss. You will see all kinds of ridiculous and bizarre ways that'll help you to succeed. There is no absolute right or wrong way to live your life. There is no universal principle that fits everything and everyone in this world, that fits everything and everyone in the world. Each of us has our own most suitable living method. You can choose to carve your own path or follow the road countless others have taken. Imitation is suicide. All the successful artists had their moment when they stopped being an admirer and find their own signature. You want to march to the beat of your own drum. I once read about a guy who's a screenwriter. His schedule for the day is as follows. Get up at 12 noon. Go to a company and have a script meeting at 1 p.m. Go to the street to shop for discs at 4 p.m. Exercise at the gym at 6 p.m. And officially start writing scripts at 9 p.m. Then play a round of video games before going to bed at 5 a.m. My definition of living system is a set of life patterns most conducive to personal development that one learned through long-term life experience. Again, find whatever works for you. As long as you're happy and can make money, you did great. Trial and error as much as you can while you're still young. A big mistake one could make is not making enough mistakes. Your teens and 20s are supposed to be a time of trial and error. Do not encase yourself in this insecure bubble that eventually leads to deep regret later in life. If you live like no one else now, then later you can live like no one else.